My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about.
Yes. No. I know.
Know what?
Prince LaCroix and Ming Zhao sitting in a tree. Plottting.
What? Preposterous. No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool.
I've been taken for a ride.
And you believed them. They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you?
A lot of people have.
Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I.
The box waits.
What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
So... no. Ooh. What's in the box?
Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside.
A better idea?
Yes, quite astute. Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field. His name is Dr. Ingvar Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design.
Oh. He lost himself?
Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted.
Why must all the hoops be on fire?
Where's the fun, without complications?
Where does the trail end?
I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive.
Neat. I would have taken the opportunity to see if mattresses can fly.
Actually, there were two hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side.
And that's why we love you, Beckett. What hunters? Where? Who? Why? Which?
The hunters abducted Dr. Johansson for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions.
Leopold is a good name for a turtle.
Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity.
All right. I'm a fish. Where's the hook?
You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansson. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion.
Can I borrow your airship?
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake.
I want something from your brain.
Excellent.
If I was a mirror, who is the person you're staring at?
I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
They should have a channel devoted to you, in my mind.
Then I'll let you in on a little secret. Beckett may not be the name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus.
Another morsel from your brain, of your brain.
Excellent.
Tell me more of this mysterious Leopold character.
The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Obfuscate will serve you well around the hunters.
What of the thin blood?
How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy, around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however.
To Leopold, I creep.
Remember, Dr. Johansson is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
What idea? LaCroix, LaCroix. I hate you.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus?
No. The sarcophagus is secure. I wish my finances were similar.
I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well.
I fought beasts beyond imagination, coated myself in the filth of kine.
Point made.
I wonder something.
Which is?
Tell me of the Eastern kindred, who are not kindred.
Traditionally, the Kuei Jin have stayed in Asian territory, and the kindred Europe, and later North America. But recently, they invaded the West Coast, killing off a substantial number of anarchs. They lack the organization of the Camarilla, and think nothing of breaking the masquerade. Though we share similar traits, there is no fraternity between us. We embrace. They rise from the grave. They do not know the pleasure of blood. They are without clan. And oh yes, they believe our kind to be inferior. They are as as much of a threat as the wolves.
Wolves?
Werewolves. I can still recall a time when cities were surrounded by miles of forests full of the beasts. But progress has taken care of that problem.
I wonder something else.
Which is?
Nothing. You're a pain. But, whatever. Let's go to that place. Actually, that's a big fat lie. Let's not go to that place. Let's go check on our hub. Well, Beckett wants us to go find that guy, but I don't want to do that quite yet. And we did retrieve that item for Pisha. Probably go visit her.